What's up, guys? Steve here with your stimulus check and stimulus package update. And this morning, we did have the vote on the $2,000 stimulus check provision. Now, I'm not going to hold you in suspense. I'm going to let you know that the pro forma vote that needed unanimous consent, it was objected to by the Republican minority leaders. So that is not going to be going through today. However, that is not the end of the $2,000 stimulus checks. There are more things that are going to be unfolding here that we still potentially could see those checks and also a stimulus package, but we are at the deadlines. So what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be diving into an article that just came out, giving you some details about what has unfolded. And in addition to that, I'm going to be sharing with you video footage of the press conference afterward that came out today. And I'm going to be sharing with you the Q&A section, as in there they give the most details as to what's going to be unfolding here very shortly in the next coming days. So I'm going to dive in. I'm going to get you caught up on all the details regarding what's unfolding with the stimulus package and also the stimulus checks and what's going to be happening with potentially the government shutdown. So let's go ahead and dive into all the details. I'm going to get you caught up. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, if you like and appreciate these updates, smash the like button. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much. Like button, leaving your comments, and sharing these videos out to anybody who you think might need to get this news. It helps out my channel. And also, if you're not already part of the viewing community, why not smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload these videos, you can be notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. But now let's go ahead and dive into the latest with the $2,000 stimulus checks. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out this morning, giving us a little more details as to what unfolded in the House. And it says, CNN Politics, House fails to pass measure to increase stimulus checks to $2,000. The House of Representatives on Thursday failed to advance a measure that would increase direct payments to Americans under a certain income level to $2,000, up from the $600 level passed earlier this week, bringing lawmakers back to square one as they search for a way to appease President Donald Trump's demands. House Democrats tried to quickly pass the bill by a unanimous consent request Thursday morning, but Republicans rejected the move, leaving the future of the $900 billion stimulus package and whether any changes will be added to it in doubt. That stimulus package was attached to the spending bill with the entire federal government, and a deadline for government funding expires Monday at midnight. So the pro forma vote today did not pass. However, as I mentioned, this is not the end of the $2,000 stimulus checks. Let's go ahead and take a look at this quote from Nancy Pelosi where she mentions this, and it says, "On Monday, I will bring the House back to session where we will hold a recorded vote on our standalone bill to increase economic impact payments to $2,000. To vote against this bill is to deny the financial hardships that families face and to deny them the relief they need," Pelosi said in a statement. Hopefully by then the president will have already signed the bipartisan bicameral legislation to keep government open and to deliver pandemic relief, she said. So they're going to be having an official vote in the House on Monday, and when they do that, they're not going to need unanimous consent, so all hope is not lost yet. And in addition to that, Monday is going to be the last day for the stopgap funding bill. After that, we're going to have a government shutdown if they don't get something passed. So are they going to pass another stopgap funding bill, or are they going to modify the stimulus package and we're going to have an agreement? Are we going to get $2,000 stimulus checks? All of this is yet to be seen, and it's going to unfold, it looks like, Monday. So I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. But after this all happened, then we had a press conference with House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer. And in there, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the Q&A because he answers some really good questions about where we're going to be going from here, what's going to be unfolding, what is the likely scenario. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at this.
Mr. Hoyer, thank you. The UC was just blocked. You come in Monday, you can pass the $2,000 bump, but there's no indication that Mitch McConnell will take it up in the Senate, let alone that it should pass if he did. How do you prevent a shutdown at this point? What is going to happen next?
We can only do in the House what we can do. We will have a new president in less than 30 days, of course, and that president will give leadership. This president, again, told Republican leaders that he was going to sign this bill. And then he gave his 5-minute press conference. We can do what we can do, and so on Monday I will be talking to the Speaker and to the members of the Democratic Caucus to determine exactly how we want to move forward. But we're not going to let the government shut down, nor are we going to let the American people down from our perspective. Let us hope that we join together. As I mentioned, so many of these bills were overwhelmingly bipartisan. Just days ago, both the House and the Senate overwhelmingly passed a bill that we sent to the President of the United States who has demurred so far. He has not said he's going to veto the bill. I hope he doesn't veto the bill. I hope he signs this bill. And then, as President-elect Biden has said, we will have more work to do, which is what all of my colleagues have said.
Just a quick follow. So then the next CR would have to be beyond January 20th. Is that what you're saying? You have no faith in
No, I didn't say that. I said we are considering our options and
too.
what steps we will take. And I will tell you that there are continuing discussions going on between the Speaker and the Secretary of Treasury and the administration.
You basically got that one, so.
Yes.
I'm wondering, in hindsight, if it was a mistake to tie the omnibus to the COVID relief. Apparently, President Trump doesn't know, even though his administration requested it, that foreign aid is in the omnibus. So, in hindsight, was that a mistake? You know, the COVID relief is so desperately needed for American people. Why not separate it out? Why not have two separate bills?
Let me say, perhaps the only mistake was believing the President and Secretary Mnuchin when we were told that the bill we passed would be signed by the President of the United States. We signed it on that premise with that expectation and with that representation. So in that context, no, it was not a mistake. Because we thought, as the previous bills, understand, we've had 4 bills that passed overwhelmingly after negotiations with the participation of Secretary Mnuchin on behalf of the administration, and the President signed those bills. So this is an anomaly in this process.
You said the Speaker's talking to Mnuchin, but I mean, do you have any sense that Mnuchin actually has the President's proxy after you've gone through this exercise?
He is the person with whom we have to talk. So we're talking to him. We hope that the answer to that question is yes. It was yes in previous occasions, not just on the COVID legislation, but you'll remember he and Ms. Pelosi reached a budget accommodation 2 years ago, which set the spending levels for 2 years, and that was agreed to as well. So we've had an experience where the President has, in fact, acted consistently with the representations made by Secretary Mnuchin. So we'll see. Again, the President, I want to make it clear, if you listen to the President's 5-minute, whatever adjective one wants to apply to it, he did not say, I'm going to veto the bill. He said that it was insufficient, wanted more, which is why we responded this morning to try to, consistent with the President's request, to accommodate his perspective.
Last question.
But doesn't that just put you at an impasse? You tried to do what he wanted, the Republicans don't want it, they asked for something, you don't get it. It's like, I mean, honestly, like, you follow Mike, like, where do you go from here that doesn't shut down the government? I know you say you don't want to shut it down, but like...
Understand, today is what we call a pro forma session. At a pro forma session, nothing can be done of legislative substance unless it is by unanimous consent. So the only thing we could do today was ask for unanimous consent. That will not apply this coming Monday. Thank you all very much.
Well, there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as it looks like we have Democrats that are trying to push to get that $2,000 stimulus check included in the package, and we have Republicans that don't want the overall price tag to go over $1 trillion. And putting that check in there, it definitely would go over the $1 trillion price mark. So in my personal opinion, this is just my opinion, giving you guys a disclaimer, I feel like it sounds like each party is focused on one of 2 items, but if we were able to focus on both of those, we could get this done. Because I noted that Majority Leader Steny Hoyer right there said that the President said he wanted more. He actually didn't say that. He said he wanted less, and he wanted less. He listed all these things that he wanted removed from the stimulus package, and then we could put the checks in. So I feel like if we could focus on all of the items that we could remove from that 5,593 page stimulus package, remove those items, it would lower the overall price, hopefully enough that then we could include $2,000 stimulus checks and still keep the price tag under $1 trillion. So it would be my hope that maybe, okay, Democrats are focusing on, we're going to get the check included. Maybe Republicans can focus on what are the items we can remove from the stimulus package, and then we could have something that everybody would be happy with, and it would be a very Merry Christmas. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, but to me it sounds like they're focused on only the check, but they need to focus on what can be removed. And Republicans are focusing on only the price tag, but they need to focus on how can we get the check in there. That's just my 2 cents. I might be wrong. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But you guys, it looks like a lot's going to be unfolding after the weekend. I hope you guys have a blessed Christmas. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date as more information unfolds. So if you haven't already and you've made it this far, be sure to smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way as soon as I upload, you can be notified. And follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Well, you guys, take care. God bless. Have a blessed weekend. This is Steve.